Broadcasting from the Sandpiper Vacation Studio. Welcome to Parents' Night Out with no new friends. Real, raw hilarity. It's your night out without the kids. So kick back, relax, and get ready to let loose with us. This is Parents' Night Out with no new friends.
Hello, blank boxes and disabled chat box. What's going on?
Oh my god.
See if I can
It's our
just
first
copy
week.
this.
It's only episode 4. We're still learning.
There we go.
Also, apparently on the waiting screen, it still says live every Wednesday.
Oh, that's good. Scott, can you change that?
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Thank you.
Our faces were there.
Yeah, I was just grabbing the chat box.
One of these weeks we'll have this stuff ready before.
Yeah,
we
I thought we were
start.
gonna have to do. I didn't know that Darren was gonna be here, so I thought we were gonna have to use that other screen because
Oh.
I don't have one made for 3 people.
Gotcha. But now we're all here.
Yeah, is anybody in chat? Yeah. What the
Yes, there's a
hell?
lot of
So it's
people
not
in chat.
working.
Charles and Remy and Jared Reynolds.
All right, I'll have to. The chat function stopped working for some reason.
Did I miss a holiday? Oh,
Yeah, it's
did you miss a holiday?
Because we're missing our princess. Those are Jewish holidays. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Well, I'm the other princess of the show, so
It's true.
that is true.
I'll hold down the fort.
Is everything okay?
Almost.
Okay.
Now it's okay. Now we got the YouTube chat.
Now we're good?
Oh, Jared's telling me to come on.
Oh,
Where?
come on, what? There's chat. I see it.
There it is.
Chat's back.
Yay.
How's the baby?
How is she? Actually, today, I guess it was. Yeah, today marks 2
It was
weeks.
more of a rhetorical question.
Well, this is interesting. Today marks 2 weeks until Emily goes back to work.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Save it.
Yeah.
Save that.
Yeah.
All right, let me know when you guys are ready.
It'll be like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe like 10. I want to see how the chat's doing. All 10 of them.
Still doing tech issues, Chris. I would have thought you'd
Make
be
sure
able to do
you,
this by now.
Thumbs up the chat.
Yes, thumbs up, please.
Thumbs up, boy.
Tap it, share it.
Like it. Tap,
Don't
tap.
thumbs down.
Don't thumbs down. All right, 3, 2, 1. There are so many different ways to connect with us. Right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise. Also, you can join our clubhouse for as low as $2 a month. From there, you can have all sorts of exclusive benefits like cutting room floor, early release of the episode, and entries into different contests. We are always streaming live on the YouTube every single Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can see us as we're recording this thing live. It's a lot of fun. It's totally raw, unedited. You get to hear things that don't even make cutting room floor sometimes. It's bad. So check it out. My name is Scott. I am the host. With me, as always, the scumbag reselling hoarder himself, Chris.
Did you just call me a racial slur?
Our emotional support gay Nick.
It's a me, your favorite gay dad.
The Jewish American princess Sarah is off, so sitting in for her is the wise man Darren.com
Howdy.
and our producer Alex. Did I say we were Wednesdays? I said Mondays, right? I said every single Monday. Remy's calling me out in chat. I definitely said every single Monday.
I blacked out. I'm not gonna lie.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
fine.
don't listen to you.
Do,
We stopped listening.
do you know what else blacked out? My Netflix service during the Tyson
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
fight.
I thought you were going to talk about just your entire internet right now because both you and Darren are very lagging on this.
Yeah.
Yet we still have better internet connection and video quality than the Tyson Paul fight.
Yeah,
And
my
Netflix.
my internet got stuck when Mike Tyson's ass was on the screen.
I missed
had to-
ass.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
You
I
yeah.
don't want to see
did.
his.
You did.
Yeah,
Is he,
BBA.
is he like 70 or something?
He's up there.
58.
He's
yeah,
up there.
He's up there.
Yeah, moves like a 70-year-old.
He does. He does. Now, not only did like the entire world experience these problems on Netflix with the buffering, the constant buffering. I had to switch back and forth between my 85-inch and my cell phone because my cell phone was working. My 85-inch, I kept having to turn it off. Like I fought my television harder than Tyson and Paul fought.
Oh, that's a good
It
one.
was
How
ridiculous.
long did it take you to
No,
come up
thank
with
you.
that one before the?
I
after
saw
this?
it on a meme, Chris. But at one point, Netflix tried to gaslight me into thinking that it was my fault. Like, it's like, your internet connection seems to be unstable. Would you like to troubleshoot? And I'm like, no, motherfuckers, this is on you. Like, everything else is just fine. I'm yelling at my television.
Yeah, I was on the phone with Scott, and he's like restarting his router to try to, and I'm like, Scott, they're gaslighting you, bro.
It's
So after
everybody.
like 45 minutes, he realized he just needs to pay for the higher speed internet.
It wasn't the
I've been
internet.
telling him.
We're paying for 6G. I don't know what else to do.
That you're
We've
getting
got
scammed.
this-
There's no such thing.
So, yeah. I'm like, who's selling you 6G?
I don't know. The guy with the box that sold me the stuff.
The guy with the
Anyway.
box who sold you the stuff.
Yeah, he seemed trustworthy. He was also selling watches.
Hmm. Was his last name Reedy? Sorry, cut that.
Wow.
Wow.
Chris, how is the little one?
How's the little one? The little one's doing great. But the other little one, me,
Now,
is
how's the
not
baby?
doing so great.
How's the baby? Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. Anyway, so mentally, we are about as fragile as Mike Tyson's left hook tonight,
Oh,
because today marks 2 weeks until Emily goes back to work. So we are scrambling, and by we, I am scrambling to figure out how to parent. Right. So I started observing, like I started like doing field work. So like,
he's auditing parenting.
yeah, I've been shadowing Emily to see how to parent.
Learning how to change a diaper.
How often to feed.
Learning how to change a diaper. All he does, he just texts his mom. It's like,
I'd say you are going to call your mom.
Spoiler alert: babies eat more than 3 meals a day. Like they're not like
yeah,
us.
they constantly eat.
Yeah, like I skip breakfast, I eat lunch and dinner, but the baby can't do that.
Chris, there is not a meal that you've skipped
In theory,
in the last 2 years.
in theory, I would like to skip breakfast and then just do lunch. And
In
dinner.
fact, it'd be interesting to see who eats more, Ellie or you, throughout the day. Like how many meals?
Oh, this would be a fun game.
That'd be tough, actually. Yeah, I'd have to count that up for sure. I snack a lot. I do snack. So, yeah. So I like I said, we talked about last week. I'm not a helicopter parent. Well, I am helicopter husbanding right now, so I can just observe everything that Emily does and try to replicate it to the best of my ability. My best form of parenting, I've learned when Emily's not around, it's just to call my mom and say that,
Yeah.
like Ellie misses you. Come on over. And she's there. She lives 15 minutes away. She's here in 3 minutes. I don't know how she does it. So that's gonna be really interesting. Really weird transition. I feel bad for Emily because that's gonna be a really weird transition being away from me, and the baby too, probably. But for me now, it's like I feel like Mandalorian end of episode 1, season 1, when he finds Grogu. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a dad now, right? So I have to do the whole thing when I'm gonna actually recreate it when Emily leaves. I'm gonna pretend that I found her for the first time, reach my finger to her, and then have like some Western whistles below, and then we'll just go out on adventures to Walmart instead of like Tatooine. which is kind of the same thing. Like a baron.
Especially Moss Eisley, the most
It's the outer rim, just a wasteland of
villainous scum in the galaxy.
Jabba the Hutt's just laying in the parking lot. But it's
That's
instead
just
of
Tammy Lee from Polk County.
Tammy Lee Miller. Oh, it's Abby Lee Miller.
That's Abby
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah, that's her cousin.
Close.
Anyway, so I'm really excited for content, purely for content, to see how that goes. I'm not excited. I mean, that's messed up. I am excited if Emily's listening. If she's not listening, no, it's scary, man. It's scary. That's not scary. My mom's gonna be here every single day. But listen, the 10 minutes she's not here in the morning when I have to like make sure that everything's going well, that's gonna be terrifying. Like when Emily leaves for work, that buffer in between.
You're just gonna leave her in the crib. Oh, I didn't hear her.
Yeah, you just turn off the baby monitor.
Yeah, she just
Just
wanted
make
to
sure
sleep
she's
in.
safe. You make sure she's safe. You
I've
mute it, though.
definitely done that when Darren
Yeah.
was a baby and turned off that monitor, and my
What?
mom took care of it.
You know what I'm not looking
fine.
forward to
Huh?
is Emily spying on me, because I know that's going to happen. Because we were spying on her mom when we went out to dinner, and I forgot her mom listens to this, so that's going to be interesting. We weren't spying maliciously, like we weren't spying maliciously.
You just missed the baby
Checking
that
in,
much that you
yeah,
wanted to.
exactly.
Yeah.
Checking. We see motion detected in the crib. We got to check it out. We got to check it out. Was it in the middle of Hamilton? I don't know. Who am I to say? But yeah, so we checked in. So I'm not looking forward to that. I might just unplug the router when she's gone. Although then I won't be able to chat GPT how to raise a baby. So maybe I won't do that.
Just point the camera in a different direction.
It's the baby. It's the crib monitor almost. Because what's gonna happen? I know what's gonna happen is we have an app and it tells you when to put the baby down for a nap, right? And I know.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
There's an app
You
for
have an app
everything.
that tells you when to put the baby down for a nap.
Yes, well, really for me to tell when I should put the baby down for a nap. No, because it's like it's this thing, and you log all the sleep, and you log all the meals, and you log all the poops. Because we have to log the poops. We don't log the pees because she pees in.
We
all
had to
of
do that for Piper too.
Yeah, it's a
Have
thing.
you used the poop logging screen yet?
I'm gonna have to ask Emily how to use that because because I have not yet reached that screen. I've not passed that level. So I know that like she's gonna get a notification to her phone, be like, hey, nap time's coming up, and then nap time's gonna pass because like we're hanging out playing, and then she's gonna text me like, why isn't the baby in bed? Type thing. So that's what I'm nervous about mostly. I'm more scared about having to deal with her. Momming from afar, and so it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird, but it's gonna be fun for sure.
So okay, why don't you? Okay, little life hack for you.
yeah,
When the baby's sleeping, get a picture of her, okay, and then when it's nap time, put the picture down on the bed.
love
Emily
that
will
idea.
never know.
I love that idea.
Get a couple, get a couple pictures, so like if she like in different positions, so like you can change it up, and Emily won't catch on as fast.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
would be a great idea, other than the fact that she wears a sleep band that measures her breathing. So when Emily gets the red alert at work because there's a photo of her in the crib, and she calls me saying, "Why has she been in there for a half hour with the red alert going off?" Probably not the best thing. So, but now I guess what I can do is
But
maybe
we're not helicopter parents.
no.
With an app telling you what time it goes to sleep.
No,
the
it's
breathing
listen.
bracelet.
Listen, that's why I'm not a helicopter parent because of that. I'll
'Cause
tell you,
the app does it for you.
if I did not have that sleep thing, I wouldn't be able to sleep myself. I would need sleep medication.
What's the name of this app?
The Huckleberry. Huckleberry.
Is that the name of a helicopter? I think Kobe was in that one.
That would
Whoa.
be this one. This one
Whoa.
performs a little better. This one performs a little better. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's gonna be fun. I think this is when I have to start my TikTok career though, because I see all the single dads and stay-at-home
There's-
dads start their TikTok careers with their baby.
There's a ton of them just doing like live streams all day long.
Yeah, I
and
feel
I'm
like I have to do that.
There's one guy that's like, "Oh, I have 6 kids," and I'm like, "How do you have 6 kids? How's your house that clean?" And you're TikToking right now, you're doing nothing.
Because you're paying for their maid service.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so if you guys any suggestions on what I should do with my baby for anybody listening at home, send them in. I'll do it. Anything, literally anything.
Chloroform.
Oh, I thought you were talking about suggestions for the TikTok.
Chloroform.
Yes,
Sorry,
for
Casey,
yes
honey.
for the TikTok.
For TikTok, so what draws my attention to the TikTok is the shirtless guys. So
Oh, the shirtless guys.
yeah, they're always getting galaxies. Like you don't even have to do
Do
anything.
you know
Just
Jabba
stand
the
there.
Hutt and Crumb from the movie? That'd be me, and then Ellie with the crazy hair would just be the little salacious B Crumb.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. Sit there
you
smoking a hookah, and just have her there, right there.
But not there. There, she needs to be like 60 feet away from the hookah.
I'll just do like
hookah,
a
that's fine.
visual effects hookah. I was probably a filter on TikTok of a hookah filter. Yeah, actually, paint myself green. Is green face racist? I don't think so.
Not
No,
yet.
that's
No.
for Wicked. You're allowed to do it for Wicked right
Oh,
now.
that's right. It's trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trendy.
It's trending.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, there you go. You paint your face green.
Yeah.
You get her in all pink. You could be Elphaba and Glenda.
Oh.
Perfect.
But it would have to be like Elphaba, obese Elphaba. 'Cause That's the whole. That's the whole thing.
It's the Wish version. It's okay.
This Elphaba cannot defy gravity.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That defines gravity.
So lot of good ideas. We'll once I make it, guys, I'll bring you guys all along. You guys can make a cameo in my Star Wars cosplay. Nick can be Slave Leia.
Is that racist too? I don't know.
Actually, now that you think of it, probably a little bit. We'll just call her Captured Leia. I have to work on my synonyms.
Employed for free by the man, Leia.
Yes, there we go.
Indentured servant.
Indentured
Leia.
servant. So I have to work on my my synonyms for slavery, because on the Disneyverse podcast we're doing the history on Song of the South. So just like Disney romanticized slavery in that movie, we're gonna have to be creative as well. Yeah. So send your suggestions in, everybody. I'm sure they'll be coming in very quickly.
That's what she said.
So you mentioned that's a terrible segue. So at one point you said, this will hopefully pay for your cleaners. It's not really what you said, but that's
It's
what I'm
not,
saying.
but
that you
yeah,
said.
yeah. I did
So-
I did imagine it. It was a dream of mine.
Yeah, Darren and I had a really exciting day today. We needed to get the carpets cleaned and the tiles and all that. And I'm thinking that this is going to be a 4-hour job. We'll sit around and chill. Darren and I were downstairs on the patio from 11 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. While they're,
Wow.
yeah.
Did you check to see if you still had all your belongings?
They were I can't even make that joke, never mind. The belongings are fine. They were allowed in my neighborhood. I don't know what to say. But yeah, so that was awful, because we literally, I pretty much chain smoked 3 packs of cigarettes just sitting outside waiting for them to be done.
And
I
how's
just
this
got
different from any other day?
You're not wrong, Nick. You're not wrong.
I just got diagnosed with lung cancer because he just
But it's I make myself available on Mondays for different vendors to come up. But this
You have vendors in your house, like
Cleaners,
multiple?
the milkman, the newspaper boy.
Yeah.
yes, the cleaners, the floor cleaners, the handyman. We don't do anything ourselves here. Like we don't hang pictures or fix things. We hire people to do it. So someone has to be here.
I thought that's what you had
And,
kids for.
Well,
You think I do that?
right.
These hands? No.
So someone's got to be here, and Rachel works a regular Monday through Friday job. So guess who gets stuck sitting here all day with the vendors? This asshole.
Sounds
who,
horrible.
It was awful. It was awful. I've never been so happy to go inside. I felt like I don't know. I felt like an endangered servant. Indentured. Wait.
Indentured servant.
Thank you. Not
have
an
dentures?
endangered servant, an indentured. What's the
Why
word?
can't indentured?
Indenture.
Indentured.
Yeah.
Like indentured.
Yeah. With your health, maybe it is endangered.
But I felt like one of those. I couldn't come inside. I'm like,
What are
"Please, sir, let me
those?
in for
Wow.
some
Wow.
water."
Jeez.
No, the indentured. Stop.
Yeah, I
The
get it. Oh,
indentured
I get it.
servants.
Yeah.
The
Crystal
indentured
clear.
servants. I felt like them because I couldn't come inside to get some water because the guy kept yelling at me. He's like, "I'm about to spray down this room. You got to stay outside." And I'm like, "Jesus, man! Like, I'm sorry. Like,
So do you get out of your house?
And meanwhile, Oreo's like rolling in it.
Yeah. Yeah, the cat comes downstairs, doors wide open, and he's just all over the place, rolling around, vomiting right on the brand new, fresh, clean carpet.
Yeah, and then the guy accidentally backs into the urn of the other cat. That cat's all over the place now. Took another
Good
up.
thing
That's
Brantley hasn't been.
so I took so long. Oh my gosh.
I'm laughing, Chris, because it's true. No ashes were accidentally spread today. That was yesterday.
But Brantley's got delivered, so.
But has that ever happened to you guys where you just does Emily ever like, hey, Chris, I'm gonna have this person come over today, and you're stuck with it all day, and you have to make decisions. I had to call Rachel 15 times, like, hey, did you want this room done? Do you want the extra gloss put on there, the sealant?
Yeah, there's a couple things. One is because I don't like to leave Emily home alone when people come over. I just think it's because that's the time that she'll end up on a true crime podcast, right? And I don't know why I feel like I would be the deciding factor against the murderer. But like I'd feel way better if I went down swinging. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think that's the fantasy in my mind. Like it's like, yeah, I will definitely permanently eliminate a person that's trying to harm us when I know that I have a gimp leg, and
It's
but I do
funny
have a
that all
lot
of
of
your
pepper spray.
fantasies involve you going down.
Most of them.
Most of them.
There's a
yeah.
few others that we'll get to later. But yeah, so that's really the main reason why I'm the one stuck at home, because I have this I'm in a mental jail cell of true crime. Like whenever, even this is unrelated, but even when I leave the house, but a true story, when I leave the house, I put the bar in the back door and I lock the front door. If I'm just like running to Wawa to get something to eat in Emily's home, because I'm like, if I don't lock the door, that's the podcast I listened to last week. Where it's like, man, I wish I would have locked that door. My wife would have still been around. So it's yeah. I live in hell.
See, if my wife is home and a vendor is coming, I can't leave them alone, because there will be a true crime series, but it's like, if I wouldn't have left my wife alone with the vendor would not have died. So I'm trying to avoid my wife going to jail for murder. Oh, you put the filter in wrong. Can't have that happen. Do you guys ever get yelled at for okay, let me give you an example. So Rachel will leave we've got a heater outside because it's getting a little bit cold. We've got a heater outside and she'll leave it on. And I don't say anything. I just turn it off, when I notice it.
Wait,
No,
do you have a heater just like sitting near your front lawn? Like,
on the back patio. On the back patio. It gets a little bit cool out there.
yeah.
So she'll leave it on. No harm, no foul. I'll turn it off. I leave it on. I get 14 text messages and a phone call reminding me that I left it on.
Yeah, it would have taken a lot less time for her to just click the off button, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And you know, if you would have left it on, or if she would have left it on and you would have said something, she would have yelled at you for saying something and be like, why didn't you just turn it off for me?
1000%. 1000%. Does that happen to you guys at all?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. I've left stuff on before, but it's usually Sean that leaves the oven on all the time.
oh,
And
Oh, that's actually
kind of dangerous.
Yeah, actually dangerous.
he doesn't seem to care about it, and it's not like he's making cookies or anything. Like, if you're baking cookies, like, as long as the cookies aren't burnt, just keep them coming. But he leaves it on all the time. He also forgets to pull the zipper up every day. It's a constant reminder. It's literally something that we got in a fight about. Are very like after like a month of dating. I'm like, why is your zipper down? What have you been doing? It's just because he forgets. So
Right, yeah. You just have to get a closer look. Is there glitter there? No. Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
If there is glitter, then hey, just did you have a good time?
Exactly. At least let me know if you had a good time. Invite me next time. Videotape it at least or something. Yeah, I mean we argue about it all the time of leaving stuff, but if I do it, it's there's nothing wrong because I'm an angel.
Of course.
I'm a princess. Yeah.
So Nick, you had a big week this week.
I don't even remember what happened. That's why I'm so exhausted right now. This weekend was a whirlwind. So on Friday, well, last week I talked about our cheer competition. So we had our cheer competition yesterday. So leading up to the cheer competition, we did 3 practices last week. So imagine 3 hours of practicing the same dance and cheer routine with first and second graders. And then on top of that, we decided after Friday night, we went to one of the coaches' house, and the 3 of us coaches just got together, had a fun time chatting about the endless season party and stuff. We had lots to drink. Yeah. We had some booze and let the kids run around. But Saturday we had Piper's birthday party.
So what was the theme?
So she just turned 7. This was literally a last-minute planning birthday party. We started talking about it a couple months ago, but
she wasn't going to turn 7, and she all of a sudden was going to. So we gotta
it snuck up on us. We're like, oh crap, this is actually.
I feel like
this is
someone
actually
missed
happening.
an episode one time because they're like, "Oh, I forgot it was so and so's birthday party today." What?
Yeah, we've been busy, and we've also it's hard with Sean's work schedule to try to plan anything. So we're kind of waiting on his schedule. So we planned it last minute. We decided to do a party at the house this year. She really wanted a party at a trampoline park, and I love a good trampoline park, but not on a Saturday afternoon.
You love a good tramp.
I love a good tramp.
There you go.
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Better now.
She wanted to do a trampoline park. We unfortunately didn't get anything planned in time last minute, but those things are expensive.
Yeah.
Have you ever, like, when we were kids, we had birthday parties at McDonald's. We talked about this on a previous episode. Did those cost anything?
Yeah.
Like for the sheet cake, maybe $7. I don't know.
Well, and the food and the space. Yeah, you don't realize these things add
Okay,
up.
so $12.
These destination birthday parties add up. Darren had one at the bowling alley. It was like $200 per person, and all he got was like a bowling pin.
That's such a theater kid birthday party, Darren.
Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds normal.
I hold that with a
Yeah.
badge of pride.
Yeah, we looked in the trampoline park. It was gonna be expensive. We asked her who she wanted to invite, because she's got friends at school. We're like, I didn't know if you want to invite new friends. She's like, I want to invite the cheer team, not just
team.
one person from the cheerleading team, the entire cheer team. So we have
gotta be
20
nice.
kids on the
And
cheer
that's when
team.
they actually wanted to practice, and they kept doing the cheer over and over and over and over and over again, right?
Yeah, right. That's when they did really good. Was the best they were behaved was at the party. So we had like 20 kids in our house. It was a handful of screaming, yelling, dancing, but she had a really good time. We needed more drugs and more alcohol.
Well, in Florida, we'd be worried. Did any of them leave your house gay?
Oh,
Mutilated.
really
Did they
good
come home?
question.
Did they come home mutilated? That's what it
let me
was.
check.
That's
Yeah, let me check the post-party survey. No, they're all straight. They're still straight.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Update.
The
We don't
survey.
we don't turn the kids gay. So the theme this year was mermaid.
Ooh, just mermaid.
So-
One mermaid.
Just mermaid.
She was the mermaid. That's it.
She was.
That was the
'Cause
deal with it.
last year we did Little Mermaid themes, so she was dressed
so
as
she's just
Ariel.
mermaid because she grew up.
This year was just mermaid.
I like
so,
that.
Yeah, she's obsessed with mermaids. She loves to swim.
So
we got her. We got for different reasons.
Same
Clearly,
age,
you can't
though.
swim.
Little Mermaid.
8,000 years old.
Adult mermaid, Chris. Adult mermaid.
Okay, I think Ariel was 12, but okay.
Stop.
So we got her a bunch of mermaid stuff. I got her this cute little mermaid tail that she can wear in the hot tub. So she wore it that night and had a fun time with that. She's literally like a unicorn and a mermaid combined.
It's a good
if you
combo.
wanna-
It's
yeah.
a great combo.
So she loves all things rainbow and all that. So it was a fun time. We had a good birthday party, and then Sunday was the cheerleading competition.
Ooh, big day.
So this Sunday was her actual birthday, which was awesome for her to do the cheerleading competition on her birthday. So the competition this time was actually hosted at our own school. So our district put it on. I had to help with it. So I was there from 9 a.m. till 5 o'clock yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
And he
Piper
loved
too.
every minute of it.
No, but there was some drama.
No.
Shocker. Parents and drama. We'll talk about that in a second too. So the competition. So our competition we held had four different age groups. So there was our age group, which was first and second grade, the minis. Then there's the juniors, which are third and fourth graders. And then there's the seniors, which are fifth and sixth graders. And then there was the middle school team, which is seventh and eighth graders. So we had four different great age groups divisions performing in this. There was 8 mini teams again. Guess what place we got?
7th.
We got 8th. We got 8th, guys.
Lucky number 8.
I know.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Hey, you're
At least-
consistent.
We're staying consistent. We got 8th place last week. Some of the girls were crying on our team. Piper was she was like, if we lost, that's great. We still won. She just kept saying we still won. I love that. So,
Aw.
one girl on our team was like, well, at least we didn't get 10th place. So we had
the
that
other
going
kid
for
was
us.
like, well, maybe if we had a woman coaching us, we'd be okay.
maybe we need another woman coach, not the gay guy.
They keep having us just throw confetti up. Can't we learn some dance moves?
I know we're doing like I've seen Bring It On a million times. I was literally ready to bring it on. Our middle school team, or actually no, it's our senior team. They came out and did "Burr, It's Cold in Here," and I have never been so much happier in my life to hear that chant. I wanted to do it.
Nick is using Bringing It On as a how-to video.
The competition portion, not the sexually explicit portion that they had on that movie.
Wait, I don't remember sexual exploitation or explicitity.
The one guy went to lift a girl up in the air with just one hand,
Yeah.
and a couple digits slid. If you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, go rewatch the movie.
I may have to rewatch that movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up right
So
now.
yeah, so I helped out our competition. We did our portion. I helped out. I helped out afterwards with the other ones. We had some drama with the senior team.
Ooh.
And not only the senior team, it was all of the coaches in the senior division. Apparently, they're mad at our division because our league, because apparently we do the competition mats in a certain size that is not standard size. Apparently, it's a different kind of competition size. I don't know. But they weren't happy that we didn't have enough mats out for them. So there was literally an almost boycott before the competition.
Stop it.
I'm like, really? Like, we have kids here already dressed up, ready to go. And they were literally threatening our league to just say, like, we're just going to stand out there and stand into our chairs and not perform.
Because we didn't have enough mats.
It's 5th and 6th graders. Like, calm down. Calm your tits.
Oh God.
I guess I shouldn't say that.
Yeah, they
Calm
won't
your
have them yet.
pom poms. We'll go with
Mosquito
that.
bites. I don't know. Tic
Um,
Tacs.
Yeah,
Oh my
so it
God.
was very entertaining to see that.
We should
I can't
probably
wait
cut
to
that,
see my
Alex.
future.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You cannot say
Yes,
that.
please cut that. Please.
Okay, continue. So, you told them to relax.
I told them to relax. I didn't say anything. I just stood there and watched because I'm like, I'm coaching first and second graders. What kind of drama am I getting ready for in the next 4 years? Because these people some of them are very outrageously excited and eager, which I get. They want their kid to win, but they signed up knowing the size of our competition mats, and it's not the first year, I guess. So apparently they're size queens.
Yeah,
There you
my
have it.
wife knew the size of my competition, Matt, and she signed on. So
I still don't get it.
sign on, you're in.
Still don't get it.
All right, Rachel.
Yeah, it's been a busy week. It was our last competition, our last cheerleading. We have our cheer party this Sunday, and I am done with cheer season. I am
Yay.
so freaking excited that it's over.
Nice. All right, you guys want to check in and see what's going on with Giles Garman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very peppy.
Sure.
And now it's time for The More You Know. And here's your host, Giles Garman.
Hello there, Giles Garman here, and I have somebody here that wants to give a very special shout out.
My best friend, my brother, Mr. Chase.
I also want to let you know in this episode of Into the Disneyverse, you can check out a very special Thanksgiving episode. Dive into the world of Disney in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I haven't seen something as inflated as one of those balloons since I saw the ego of a former host of the No New Friends podcast. Interestingly, the tradition of Disney in the Macy's Day Parade started back during the Great Depression. When Scott heard about the Great Depression, he said, "Just try to be happier." When Dane heard about the Great Depression, he made a soundboard that he ended up using far too often that included many people crying. And when Remy heard about the Great Depression, he said,
I used to come here when I was little. That's my old elementary school. Well, it's dark, but now it's a prison.
as a reminder, new episodes of Into the Disneyverse drop on all podcasting platforms every Monday. As a reminder, that's Disneyverse, DIZNEYVERSE. And that's all from me, Giles Garman.
Remy quotes
Thank
out of context might be my new favorite soundbite.
We should start a segment, Remy quotes out of context.
But now it's a prison. I don't think anybody knew the direction that was going in.
But we never know the direction
Never.
that he's going.
No.
That's
No,
okay.
never.
Darren, what's new in your world?
Well, I just booked a 4-year-long cruise. Departs in January.
Okay, all right, all right.
Through Sandpiper Vacations, though, because I know
Obviously.
I have loyalty.
Are you afraid of losing your rights too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well, your body, my choice. So, in other news, The Onion has bought InfoWars.
Yeah,
or
you know that.
attempted to
You
buy
know. So I've been following this story very closely.
Does not shock me at all.
I have never watched as much live Alex Jones broadcast as I have this week. This was like the most exciting story of the week for me. I kept getting retweets on Twitter of Alex Jones going, "All right, I've just gotten news that the feds are on the way to my compound. I will be here until they turn off the power. Stay tuned." And then they had Steve Bannon talking for like 6 hours. I thought he died, by the way. They had Steve Bannon talking. Talk about Jabba the Hutt. He looks like Jabba the Hutt with hair. Anyway, so the Onion tried to buy InfoWars, and the quote that I saw, the reason why is because the owner of the Onion literally said, and I quote, "Why did you try to buy the Onion, or why are you buying the Onion?" He said, "Because it would literally be the funniest thing ever." and that was his reasoning. Unfortunately, the court rejected the sale, and now Twitter is no longer fun anymore. That was probably like the greatest 3 days ever of Twitter, of just Alex Jones going on tirades, creating burner accounts. But now it's boring again. Now we gotta.
Why was the sale blocked?
I don't know. To be completely honest with you, I didn't care enough to look because I thought like everything was so funny until that happened that now I'm just rewatching videos of Joe Biden walking into the Amazon rainforest on repeat, which is the newest trending video.
But okay, seriously, I have made some really dumb purchases in my days.
Yeah.
Like, where were they to stop that sale? They're like, oh yeah, he'll be fine. But then a sale that actually makes sense, they block it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that what this proves that you can lie about mass murders and destroy the lives of the victims and not have any repercussions. I think that's what the lesson is here.
Well, listen, the bar is set so low, you can do just about anything. You can be charged with sexual assault, interfering with elections, and you too can be president.
Alex
So,
Jones might be the front runner for the next
He
election.
may be. He probably will be the front runner of the.
He's probably gonna be in the cabinet.
Say that again.
Is he in the cabinet already?
Probably.
I feel like
Probably.
everybody's in the cabinet.
Everybody's in
yeah.
the cabinet.
I was asked.
Yeah.
I
Congratulations.
mean, I was in the closet at one point, but that's another story.
Yeah, I was in the snack cabinet.
I made the Casey Anthony joke last week, didn't I?
You made it today too.
Well, Casey Anthony is in charge of the Department of Children and Families.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, I made that joke on Creators. God damn it! I didn't make that joke on here. I made it on Creators Unite.
What else
Here,
you say on
Alex,
there?
cut all that.
Yeah, yeah. Cut all of that. Yeah, I heard Casey Anthony is going to be like the head of the Department of Children and Families.
I think my first.
So you gotta
is
insert.
better.
You gotta insert Chris's better laugh.
Be the new default laugh when nobody laughs at something.
I've got a bunch of laughs stored up just in case I make a joke that I think is really good and you guys don't laugh. I just insert the laugh. Okay, so all of my jokes. So that's all I do.
Wait, yeah,
That's why it takes
all
me
of
so
them.
long to edit. I've got to put the laugh track in.
There you go.
I miss Sarah. So what else is going on, guys?
Nothing. That's about it.
I'm sick.
I actually am headed on another trip. Surprise.
Is a shocker.
Getting
Where
a
you
shock.
going?
This is who's getting the shocker?
I don't know. We'll find
this
out.
So I am headed on my very last trip of 2024, and I'm very sad. I head down to Miami in 2 days to go on Virgin Voyages again. So I got invited by Virgin to go on a special travel agent cruise to nowhere.
I wish I was invited by a virgin.
That's the first time Nick was invited anywhere by a virgin.
My goal is to take everybody's virginity. Virgin cruise is
Yes.
what I meant.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. I actually am taking one of my agents with me, Maddie.
Agent.
who,
Oh, agent. I was like, whoa, this is
agents.
This is the 1940s.
I just claim certain races sometimes. I am taking Maddie. I'm super excited. Her and I are sharing a cabin and going on a 2-day cruise. It's the first time that we've actually met in person, but we have been basically best friends for over a year now. We met through the This Is podcast. She became one of my travel advisors and is now working for me full time.
Nice.
So
What
I
if she
can't wait
tries to like
share
wear your
this.
face as a skin suit?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Very good question. I think I have travel insurance, so Sean will be making out, I guess. Always get the travel insurance. You never know. Yeah, that's about it right now. I'm slowing down finally, so I'm excited to get a break from cheerleading, a break from being out 4 nights a week with practices and all that. So
Nice.
after that, smooth sailing, trying to figure out Thanksgiving. trying to decide if I go to see the family for Thanksgiving next week or just ignore them for the next 4 years.
Well,
Nah, you can't pass
listen,
down a free meal. That's my rule of thumb. Whenever there's a free meal involved, I mean, that's my rule of very large thumb these days. But that's it doesn't matter who invites me over. If you're giving me free food, I have to go. Like it's, especially with the cost of formula.
Nick, I will tell you, if you do want to go, I know you and Chris have the same car. Get your car checked out, because the last time he really wanted to do something, his car broke down, and I just don't want you to miss it.
Thank you.
It's true.
That's very
There's some
kind of you.
battery calls right now.
Yeah, there are some battery. I saw that. I saw that. You guys ready to play Jersey Man, Florida Man?
Let's do it.
Are you playing the intro, or am I?
You can play it. Yeah, go ahead. You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you do it, bitch.
Whether flipping a fan boat or crashing a truck, these states are filled with people who suck. So it's time for us to play New Jersey Man versus Florida Man.
Every week, Game Master Ryan brings us 2 news stories. One is from Jersey, one is from Florida. It is up to us to determine which one is which. Take it away, Ryan.
This is Ryan, your in-the-field news reporter for the Parents Night Out news team, and I'm reporting live from a house in New Jersey where a so-called man says his house is infested by fleas. By the look of the man's hair, nobody is surprised by this at all, but we are all certain that he does not have a tapeworm, judging by the pure fact that he is wider than he is tall. It looks like his entire diet consists of Hot Pockets. The same man is also reporting that he found a black widow spider in his yard. Well, it turns out Scott is an expert on spiders and told me how to identify a black widow spider. He says typically their credit score is below 100. Though Scott doesn't have to worry about black widow spiders because in his neighborhood only the white widow spiders are allowed past the gate. The Tyson Paul fight just happened and people are reporting that it was overhyped and underdelivered. I haven't heard something so underdelivered than when the guy in the intro of this podcast said real, raw hilarity. Sarah, what is your thoughts on the marijuana bill in Florida failing? All right. Speaking of Florida, the bill was passed that now you can hunt any wildlife in Florida, be prey or predator. Well, if you can hunt predators, Scott, you may want to lay low for a couple weeks. At least you're out of season. You might end up stuffed and mounted on somebody's mantle. Speaking of somebody who's been mounted and stuffed, we're also getting reports that a gay cheerleading coach in Ohio finished in 8th place out of 8 in their first competition. But it's okay to finish last. Scott wouldn't know about this, as he always comes first. Well, the coach is saying that this may have happened because he forgot his lucky facial glitter. I know Sean used to be able to shit out of his penis. I had no idea that thing could shoot glitter now. Anyways, let's get into this week's Florida Man or Jersey Man. And for our first story, a woman is arrested for abusing a disabled adult. And for our second story, a man is hit and killed by a police car.
Oh, okay. Darren, what are your thoughts?
Well, police brutality and elder abuse are 2 things very well known in Florida. But I'm going to go with the hit with the car in New Jersey.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, I feel like people drive fast in Jersey, and the cops just probably spin around like crazy too, and don't give a fuck. So, cops Jersey.
Chris?
I'm gonna say elder abuse New Jersey. Our governor did that during COVID, so I'm pretty sure it's just law of the land here now.
I'm going with elder abuse Florida because our elders per capita is a lot higher.
It's a high percentage
So that
pick.
Yeah. So I'm going cop New Jersey. All right, let's find out the answer.
So our first story is from Florida, where a Central Florida woman who worked for a company that's supposed to help disabled people was arrested for abusing a man with cerebral palsy. A witness reported seeing the woman push the victim in a doorway and repeatedly kicked him. The man's going to be fine. Yet, Sean keeps asking me for the man's number so he could put, quote, glitter on his face. So that means our second story is from New Jersey, where a 51-year-old man died when he was fatally struck by a vehicle being driven by a law enforcement officer while he walked near the police station.
He killed him like a dog.
Chris, why would you make such an insensitive joke knowing Scott's in a fragile state right now? I mean, I waited at least 3 days when his cat died before I started talking about it. And in other news, in Germany, a celebrity is caught speeding on a speed camera. What celebrity was it? Cookie Monster.
Cookie!
Sorry, that was just Chris's audio. I couldn't find audio of Cookie Monster. They're also saying you do not want to know what Bert and Ernie were caught doing in their car. That's all for me this week, guys. Back to you.
Thank you so much.
That was
Ryan.
good.
Yeah, so we joked about it a little bit last week, but we did have to put my dog down. Honestly, like I'm struggling with it. Like it's been rough. It's been really rough, and I make jokes too.
We're all thinking.
Oh, woof.
You know what else is rough? Not rough.
If you would have just said it's been really rough, and then just sat there with a straight face. Oh, it's good.
But one thing that I'm thankful, the biggest fear that I had with putting an animal down, because I've lost pets before, but this one we had to make the decision.
Should have chipped them. You see, you lose your pets off, and you should have chipped them. I know you thought of the golf ball idea, but you can actually chip your pets, Scott.
You're right, Chris. I'll get right on that. But I didn't, I never knew how I was going to explain to my youngest or to any of my kids, like, okay, make sure you say goodbye to this animal because we're going to be putting it down, or we're going to be. Hang on one second.
The kid walks in. What are you talking about?
Speaking of your dad,
she's a comedic genius. She comes in at all the hilarious times.
Yeah.
She's actually watching it live,
Yeah.
so she knows.
But like, how do I explain to a young child, like, if they ask, well, how do you know that this is the last time I'm going to see it? Like,
Abby's 12.
No, I know, but that was my biggest fear, is that it would have happened before she was at the age where like she understood. So thankfully, like the dogs held off long enough so that I didn't have to parent. And I could just and say goodbye to your dog. We're putting
Thanks for the reminder, as we have a 17-year-old dog in there that can't hear or see.
Yeah,
So-
he didn't have.
Go ahead, Dave.
No, it was a stupid joke. Never mind.
Okay. Chris, you got any cliff notes?
I do.
It's been quite the show. A lot of stuff's happened, so nothing can stop this little boy from recapping the day the Chris's Cliff's Notes way.
I didn't mean to play the video.
That's all right. Yeah, it looks horrible, but it's okay. I was writing a cliff note anyway, so.
Okay.
Anyway. Scott talked about how the big fight on Friday night, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, happened. Now, the biggest fight of that night was the battle of Scott trying to get up from the couch. Scott talked about how Netflix would work, then it didn't work, then it did work for a little bit, and then eventually gaslighted him into making him think that he was the problem. Scott, now you know what it's like for Rachel to have sex with you.
Touche.
No, it's your fault I finished early. It wasn't my fault. Scott said that he assumed that cleaners would take a couple hours to clean the floors. Now, Scott, what makes you qualified to make any assumption about cleaning? That would be like asking a terrorist how to land a plane.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God.
Nick said that Sean forgets to turn the oven off. He said it's fine if it's for cookies. Just keep them coming. I'm Cookie, by the way. Nick said that he's going to share a cabin with his agent. That sounds like a lot of fun. I have a lot of experience with that. I share an inner cabin with Sean. Nick's asshole. Nick said that he had 3 cheer practices and had to deal with a bunch of kids screaming and spewing nonsense for an hour at a time. He said we would never understand what that was like. Nick, I think you forget that Scott and I did the first 100 episodes with something very similar to that. And lastly, Scott had a really hard time with the loss of his dog this week. So in all seriousness, if we could all just throw him a bone here, just to help him get over this. Those are my cliff notes.
Thank you so much, Chris. So, Nick, what do you got going on with the kids this week? kid?
I have one. I have one child right now.
Yes.
She's nothing. Finally, we had gymnastics tonight, and then we have our cheerleading end of the season party on Sunday. So nice and relaxing finally.
Nice. Chris, what about you?
You know that ride Countdown to Extinction?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You
what
mean
my life
Dinosaur?
feels like right now. No, mine feels like Countdown to Extinction. I
Alex,
just
you
see the
doing anything
meteor
fun with it?
coming. And it's coming hard.
Wait, are we still talking about you having to parent by yourself, or you're outing with Nick?
Yes. Yes.
Alex, you got anything fun with the kids this week? Darren, what are you up to this week?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, where can our listeners find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Darren_Maffei, and then there's a link tree for all the rest of my socials. Not Twitter anymore.
Nick?
You can find me on all social media platforms at Sandpiper Vacations and Instagram at Emotional Support Gay Nick.
Chris?
You find me at the bookstore looking for how to parent books. And if you don't see me there, you can follow my stories on Instagram at Chris Yob and at Whatnot at Chris Yob if you want to buy some Star Wars cards.
And you cannot find me on Twitter because I also deactivated my Twitter account. But you can find all of us on all of our social media links. They're right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com.
She's choking on it. Never mind.
You can find all of our social media links right there on our website, nonewfriendspodcast.com. While you're there, check out our really sweet merchandise and also join our clubhouse. For as low as $2 a month, get exclusive benefits, including early release, different contest submittals, I don't know, and all sorts of stuff.
No
It's
grammar
fun.
lessons, though.
No grammar lessons.
We didn't use ChatGPT tonight.
We did not. We did not. And you can also check us out live on the YouTube every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we record this thing live. If you listen to us on Spotify or Apple, please leave us a 5-star rating and review. Really helps us out. We love that kind of stuff. On behalf of Giles Garman, Game Master. Wait, what's his name?
Giles.
Giles.
I used to call him Giles
It's
Jarman,
Jay.
too.
On behalf of Giles Garman, Game Master Ryan, our producer Alex, Darren.com, Nick, Sarah, Chris, I'm Scott. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you later, poopy bus.
Dang, you put Sarah in the outro even though she didn't even show up?
Yeah, I put the four of us, regardless of if we're here or not. I always put.
I told you that Ellie said her first word, right?
Real?
Yeah, it said gay. Yeah. I gotta record her saying it still. No, I'm serious. She goes, gay. Gay. Dead serious. Gay. We didn't even send her to school yet, so she didn't even have a chance to turn gay yet. So I have no idea. How that happened so quickly. Yay! Yeah, it's pretty funny. Actually, I say it a lot to her, and Emily gets mad at me because she makes that noise when she's about to start crying. She's like, "Why would you say why would you make the noise she makes when she's about to start crying?"
Her trigger word.
Because it's her first word. It's exciting. She says gay, and she says. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fun when she learns a new sound that sounds like she's choking. I'll tell you that. Yeah. When I hear on the baby monitor, her like when she learned how to cough without needing to cough, and she'd just be coughing hysterically because she thinks it's funny. Oh yeah. Yeah. Coughing and choking. She thinks it's hilarious. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for watching on YouTube. If you want to watch this again, then you need help.
Just replay it.
All right. Love you guys.
Thank you.
That would be a good t-shirt.